Hello and welcome to Intersec Dubai 2024. I'm here at the Secury360 stand with Frederick Jacobs, and I'm very excited to learn a lot more about this innovative product and a very quickly growing company in the security marketplace. Frederick, first of all, thank you very much for having me here on your stand. Looking forward to finding out a lot more about this. First of all, can you please just tell me a little bit more about how you've made such fast progress in the early years of the company in the security marketplace?
Okay, so I'm for 15 years in the security industry, in the camera security industry. And what I saw is that we are placing so many cameras and they're recording images, but they're not preventing that much crime. So I started a company with a vision of preventing for a burglar to come in. We need to detect them at the early stage, at the outside on existing cameras. And I think what we try to do is we really want to listen to the market, to listen to the control rooms, the installers, the distributors, to get their feedback and develop our product on it. We're a software company, so we try to listen to the market very closely and try to transform it to a product. And that makes us a fast-growing company, I guess.
Excellent. It definitely sounds like a very innovative product, and I understand exactly why you've been making such fast progress. How did you come to founding the company? How did Secury360 start?
Well, yeah, like I told you, I'm for 15 years in the security industry, and from another company, we did distribution, and I saw that, okay, we are selling a lot of cameras, but we're not preventing crime. We're not preventing that much because, when there is a burglary, for example, somebody with a hat comes in. When he is in, the alarm's getting active, but that's actually, I think it's too late because he's already in. So we thought, okay, why don't we stop and detect potential burglars at the outside? And if I see the markets at that moment, and still, it's you get a lot of systems, but it's accuracy, installation, costs, it's not very helpful. So we keep placing these alarm systems at the inside. So that's what we thought about. Okay, we saw a lot of AI coming in cameras, but still a lot of downsides. You need to do your own firmware updates. You need to do your own trainings. You need to do your own calibrations. So I thought we should do it better. And 5 years ago, I decided to start my own company in this area. And we start hiring developers and start listening to the market and start developing. And we still do. So we have release every month. We see ourselves as a software company with a very big advantage that we see it as IoT devices. So so we started selling 3 years ago, every box that is installed, we can still update it with the latest software. So as an installer, you don't need to do anything, and still the end user gets the feeling that it's always the latest AI functions, the latest software versions. So we, that's it's a long story, but yeah.
Well, it sounds like it's been an excellent 5 years for you. This is obviously the product that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Help us to understand a little bit more about how you integrate this product with other innovations to provide a more seamless experience for the end user.
Yeah. Okay. I think our biggest USP in the area first is that we built everything ourselves. So from the hardware to connect existing cameras at the premise, to our cloud, to our own mobile app, and all the integrations that we make with control rooms and VMS systems. So if we see, okay, work together with platforms, the first thing we need to do is get the images in an easy way to the control rooms that they can watch it and they can alarm the police, for example. So we made integrations with different platforms that they are using, that you can just select, okay, this platform, the images need to be sent. And even if there is a health check, if there is a problem on site, we can also send it to the control rooms. On top of that, we also integrated with the biggest VMSs, like Network Optics, Milestone, Genetec, to send these images through their VMS platforms. And on top of that, because we develop our own hardware and software, we also managed to have a VMS running here, like the VMS Network Optics or the same VMS Honeywell Wave, for example. You can run it on the box itself. So our box is able to being an alarm panel with AI and the VMS on the same device. So you only need one device and you got everything covered for your cameras.
Amazing, amazing. It's good to hear that you've got so many integration partners. And we all know how important that is to advancing even further in this industry. Now, talking about the user, Frederick, can you talk a little bit more about how you prioritize user friendliness?
Yeah.
And what features help to enhance the overall user experience, please?
Yeah. So the main thing that the user is using is the mobile app. Every VMS or every camera provider has a VMS system with live images and recorded images. But we go beyond that. We mainly have this detection. So if the system is active, like armed, you get a push notification with a 10-second video clip of the potential burglar. But in this mobile app, we also integrated these alarm panel features. And that's a little bit odd for a camera AI manufacturers, but we integrated. Why? We can use it standalone. So you don't need an alarm panel. Our app, you can have a scheduling mode in the mobile app. You can use geofencing. So when you walk to your office, you get a push notification. Do you want to arm Secury360 or disarm it? So you can do it automatically, or you can do it manually. So we really try to combine this alarm panel features and this AI camera features into one mobile app that the user is only using one app to activate, deactivate, watch clips back, watch live images, everything in it.
Phenomenal. It sounds like a very seamless experience for the end user. Frederick, tell us how you keep ahead of the curve. We're in an ever-evolving security marketplace. So how are you keeping one step ahead?
I think one big answer, we're a software company, not a hardware. We build hardware, but we look everything as a software company. I think what Tesla did with the car industry, like being Tesla and see it as a software company, updating the cars every 2 weeks, that we looked at it like that. So I think we have so many very good products in security, but they don't seem to use it as an IoT product. So we really built everything with a software vision. So upgrading all the boxes on site, because the AI that's running now, it's not the AI that we need in the future. You need to update all your devices. And you can't ask your installers every time to do a firmware update or something like that. It's not working anymore. We as a company, we want to be responsible to not miss any detections and filter out the false detections. So it's not the responsibility of the installer, but it's the responsibility of the manufacturer, because we built the AI. And because we're getting connected with all the devices on site, that gives us the ability to upgrade the devices and develop new features. And you don't need to do anything. You get just every time you get new features coming in, and it's working perfectly. So look at it as a software company, not as a hardware company. I think that is the main thing to stay ahead of the curve.
Perfect. Love it. And finally, I mean, you touched upon AI there, and we know how much of a hot topic AI has been in recent years, and it's going to keep impacting the way that we all live in the future. How are you using AI to positively impact your products in the marketplace?
Yeah, I think, so we build a lot of things, but AI is, of course, our main topic. AI gives us the ability to do great things. It's not only about the AI itself, but also the deep learning mechanism that you can use. You can train the location. So what we're doing at this moment already is, if you place a box on site, it's getting trained on its location. It's getting trained to see the behavior of this location. And hopefully in the future for us, and then I come to the topic in general, but hopefully in the future for us, what we believe is now we need to activate and deactivate our system with different various platforms, for example, like a scheduling mode, activate and deactivate. But we hope to have a system that's always on. It's just getting to learn the behavior of the owner of the company or the guy who's living in a house, and distinguish this to abnormal behavior. So the box on AI training, he never saw somebody walking at 2 a.m. at the backyard, for example. That's really our dream that we try to build now. In general, sure, AI gives us the ability to go much faster. AI gives us the ability to train, retrain, make things better. So yeah, it's already changing the landscape, but it will evolve quicker and quicker in the future.
Most definitely. It's a really exciting time, I think, as we look into the future of the industry. And I mean, the future is the future of the planet, to be honest, being affected by AI. So I'm sure it's going to help you to achieve these goals and your ambitions as a company. It's been phenomenal to be here with you today, Frederick. It's been excellent to learn a lot more about Secury360 as a company, and what the future holds for you as well. So I wish you all the best, and thanks very much for having me here on your stand.
Thanks for having me in the interview. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Thank you.